Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26. A net gain of 1 there.
Ready?
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Check smash, check smash. Hurry, hurry.
They run once more with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. They'll send the tight end in motion left. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On second down, it's Taylor. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ready?
Back to Taylor on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Go street. Warrior 70.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the option left, Richardson. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Check.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from it. For the homestanding Colts.
Ready, set.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hustle.
Now it's Richardson. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in the game.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch him by surprise.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Vikings first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
They'll go Madison up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Cousins. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read. And almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now Richardson.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
First down. Here's Cousins.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing is Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with them defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
He has been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Come on. Hit.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
A final shot before the half. Richardson.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, and he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw, Cousins. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Cousins now.
Complete. Jefferson to target. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Once more, it's the fullback hand. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
To throw is Cousins. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Listen to me.
Cousins. And this one's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Play fake. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
That's called by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flip the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. forces the incompletion.
Joseph's got it, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Seven Pirates.
Richardson looking to throw.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
70 Ranger. Riggs.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Panther 60.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
43 yards.
And the Colts will add to their fourth quarter lead.
So here we go. The Colts will go for 2.
Richardson will throw for it.
Rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be second and a couple.
Running from the shotgun with Madison.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
68 yards.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Richardson.
At the 42-yard line.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Here's 3rd down at 5.
Street, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here comes second down.
Check. Ready.
They go to the ground again with Taylor.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On the handoff, this is Taylor, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense.
Richardson to throw it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Here's 1st and 10.
Easy.
Now Cousins.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity. Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's Richardson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. On the option left, Richardson.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Richardson.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Now Richardson.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And they're able to spike it in time. And they are in range for a field goal that could win this football game.
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today